Hey, have you heard the news?
Well, what happened?
Did you see Leon Payne's autopsy?
No, how was it?
He fell from the balcony of his hotel room. It's rumored that he had consumed alcohol, cocaine, and antidepressants.
But the investigation into his death is still ongoing, and nothing is certain yet.
I can't believe it. I was a One Direction fan. Actually, all this audition stuff is pretty common in the artist world, don't you think so?
Yeah, that's true. It must be difficult to work in that scene and be so exposed to criticism.
They are very vulnerable. Addictions are a very interesting topic that needs to be talked about more.
And it's something that affects many people. That is why today we wanna talk about addictions. We have to start with the important thing. What is an addiction?
According to the OMS, addiction is defined as the frequent use of narcotics, despite being aware of the negative consequences they cause. It is considered an addiction because it is difficult to stop consuming them.
It is considered a disease. It affects the brain's functioning, creating problems in the person's life and damaging their quality of life, leading to both physical and mental issues.
The most commonly used substances are opiates and other narcotics like heroin, stimulants such as cocaine and amphetamines, depressants like alcohol, LSD, and marijuana.
And what about the causes?
Well, there isn't just one single reason really. There are multiple factors and different in each person, both things like anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues, genetics, social environment, emotional suffering, a stressful lifestyle, and low self-esteem influencing.
The part about the social environment is very true. In my case, I started drinking alcohol when I was a minor because at the family parties at the school it was common to hear and see people drinking. A big part of it was that I wanted to fit in.
That is a clear example of how the circle you surround yourself with has a lot of influence.
It's true, and cases like this make addictions difficult to overcome and require medical and psychological treatment.
Now that we know more about addictions, we can understand why they are so common in artists.
The public eye in an environment that normally substance use will most likely have a negative impact on your life.
And it reminds us that no one is immune from addictions and they can affect everyone. Jose, a very successful Mexican singer, comes to mind, who was an alcoholic and because of this his health worsened and his voice was affected. He said that it slowly makes you lose control of yourself. Living with fame and forgetting his cruel childhood turned him into that.
I would like to mention a great example of improvement, that of Elton John. He is one of the most iconic musicians of all time, and for years he struggled with addiction. Alcohol, cocaine, and other substances almost ruined his career. It wasn't until he hit rock bottom that he finally sought help and managed to recover.
Amy Winehouse is another perfect and sad case that shows how addiction can lead to death. Since she died from an alcohol overdose and also had a difficult life and relationship with the fame and the press.
And just like these stories, there are many more about how addictions have taken their lives or have been a struggle in the lives of many artists.
To finish, I would like to say something. When I drank, I hated myself for doing this. I feel guilty, but I can't stop doing this, and when someone told me that I was about to consume something, I really felt angry. And that was one of the biggest signs to release what was happening.
What you share with us is very strong and realistic. You had better seek professional help before the addiction gets worse. Remember that denial prevents us from seeing the reality of the problem and therefore trying to prevent it.
Many people would rather hide their addiction than admit they need help.
Be kind to yourself and take it one day at a time.
You better talk about your problems before they lead to substance use.